Namaste, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Misfit Mystic. And as promised, I'm doing a little something for you empaths out there, me included. Um, and first, before I go into the 8 tips that I have of for surviving as an empath in this world, especially throughout the holidays and whatnot, let me give you a little brief overview of what an empath is. An empath is somebody who is sensitive to other people's emotions and actually feels them as if they were their own. There are also highly sensitive people who are sensitive in a biological way. Like they know something's wrong with somebody and they want to fix it because they don't like to see people in pain. So, but they don't actually feel the person's emotions as if they were their own, as where an empath does. Um, Other traits of an empath are, being sensitive to loud noises, being easily overstimulated. There's so many other things. If you guys would like, I could do a whole separate video on just what an empath is. But for today, I want to give you guys who actually identifies being an empath 8 tips to survive being an empath because it's rough. You know what I mean? Like, um, a lot of times people can look at it as a curse or as like, why did this happen to me? Well, one other thing I'd like to note is that empaths and narcissists are born of the same childhood trauma. You know what I mean? The empath was starved for love as a child at a very young age, and or just felt out of place in this world due to some kind of childhood wound. So, and the narcissist is born of the same pain. It's just that they weren't as strong as an empath. I really don't know exactly the ramifications of that, but I know that they are actually born of the same childhood traumas. They just one goes one way and one goes the other. So pretty fascinating fact right there. Yeah. So my 8 tips for you empaths out there, and number one is ground yourself daily. You know what I mean? I like to go outside barefooted and dance and be in nature. Right now it's snowing, so that's hard to do. But you can also visualize that you're outside in nature and, feel a connection to the earth, feel a cord coming from your energetic body all the way to the core of the earth. And it actually really works very well. So, number two is protect yourself. Put yourself, I'm looking at my notes here, put yourself in a cloak or like around a bubble of beautiful light energy, like silver, gold, you know, um, I guess you could use whatever color you like, but I know silver and gold are really good for protection. Um, and you can imagine it as a cloak. You can imagine it as a bubble. You can imagine it as, a shield of armor, like chain links or whatever, any kind of thing that goes around your body and protects you from others' energies. Okay, number three, while you're doing these protection meditations, consciously call your energy back to you because it becomes fragmented. And, you spread out so much energy to others being an empath, that's what we do. So make a conscious effort to call it back to you, just by saying those words in your mind, not like energy come back to me, but you know what I mean? Like, um, something like that, you know what I mean? And it sounds crazy, but hey, I'm going to keep on going because that's what I do. Number three is, cleanse with water. This is huge, 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 huge. And by cleansing with water, also there's an internal way to do it. Drink plenty of water. It's very important for everyone, especially empaths. But also, being near water, the sound of running water, the sound of rain, the sound of a waterfall, cleansing, spiritual not spiritual baths, but what do you call it? Sacred baths. Like get you some candles, get some incense, put a little, like essential oils or Epsom salt or both in there, and just you know consciously remove negative energy from your energy body and cleanse yourself and imagine it washing away with the water as it washes away. I always suggest to take a shower before you take a bath. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's see here. Number five is eat whole foods. Avoid processed foods as much as possible. Um, Golly, let me tell you, this one was huge to me. I used to eat a lot of crap, and I never really drank water. I don't know how I survived all these years. It really messed my teeth up, and it really messed up a lot of my functioning at that time. So now I try my best to avoid those things. There's that special time for us ladies whenever you want to eat heavy stuff, and every now and again it's okay. Everything in moderation. You know what I mean? Except for whole foods. Now those you need want to eat on a daily basis. Stick to plant-based food as much as possible. Like Infinite Water says, peace starts on your plate. So peace, man. Okay, and number six, moderate or light exercise. A lot of times, if you're an empath, we are so fatigued and drained on a regular basis. Um, it's not really wise to push yourself like through CrossFit or, really hardcore exercise. I mean, if that's your thing, then good. But if you're feeling fatigued, if you're feeling like drained, do yoga. You know what I mean? Do some Pilates or yoga Lattes, which I love. Um, really take it easy on yourself. Don't, I mean, cut yourself some slack. You know what I mean? If you're feeling fatigued, give yourself a break. Take care of you. You're the most important person to you, this whole scenario, because if you're not well, then you can't give your love and energy to others. So it's very important to think of yourself first, not in a selfish way, but in a way of service to others and to the conscious universe. So, alrighty, number 7, solitude. This one's huge, very important, very important. A lot of times people think that we're just standoffish, or, maybe you think that it's wrong to take time for yourself because you're always, as an empath, you want to give, give, give. But if you don't give to yourself, you'll end up having a mental breakdown, I promise you, or you'll become mentally ill in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's happened to me, and I'm recovering, and I just want to share this knowledge with you guys because I've learned from others as well. And, I forgot to thank everybody. Thank you guys for watching this video. Number 8 is recognize that it's not yours and consciously let it go. Now, a lot of times we have, anxiety from life and from events that are happening to us or, around us and whatnot. And that's different. Even then though, you can let it go, you know what I mean? But if you're just having like a fit of anxiety or depression that comes from nowhere, when I moved to upstate New York, being so close to the 9/11 events, around 9/11, I mean, I would just start getting this pit in my stomach, and I would just start feeling like anxiety and sadness, just deep, deep sadness. Whereas I didn't feel that in Oklahoma around that time. So I consciously told myself, I send love out to those people who are sending that anxiety to you, and then say, hey, it's not mine, and let it go. You know what I mean? It's very important. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there, and I'll be back soon. If you guys would like to hear more about empaths, put in the comics in the comments below. Also, I have the Facebook group that I created called Soul Tribes and Good Vibes. I would love to have you guys there. I'll put a link for that in the description as well. And I have some upcoming videos if you guys want to hear more about the Matrix, or if you want to hear more about, twin flames, or like I said, empaths, or the empath narcissist dynamic, all that good stuff. You guys let me know in the comments below. I would love to fill your need. So I'll be back soon, guys. Have a great day. Namaste. Sending so much love and light your way. Thank you so much for being here. It really means the world to me. Bye.